Hello everyone and welcome back to Skyrim. Haven't recorded in a while again,
would be a haven for my kind.
let's just, well, the way it is.
My cousin's out fighting
I'm
dragons,
hoping the
so
frame
what do I
rate will
get?
be fine in this city now. I made sure all the background stuff is closed, there's nothing else running, so if I'm still getting frame drops now, that's the game being tedious, and, well, I won't be able to change that, so... I'm not sure what that marker, the one I've currently got on my compass, the one I'm heading towards, I
It's
have,
better board you're after. Candlehearth Hall's got both.
I have no idea where that's taking me, but it seems to be to the right person. So remember, we wanted to get into that house. I think she might have the key.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
I have some questions about your daughter.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
I'm trying to find out who did this. I was hoping you'd help.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
I'd like to investigate her house, but I'll need the key.
Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Okay, so that was easy enough. Serana's been very quiet so far. I had the idea of leaving her just standing somewhere, but I am not 100% certain where she will end up. If you tell your companions to just wait somewhere, they will do that for a while, and then they'll go back to some predestined location.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Have you? Sorry. So yeah, for example, if I told Lydia to, well, wait here, and then I didn't talk to her again for a long time, she would decide he's not coming back, so I'll go back home to Bree's home. I'm not certain where Serana would go at the moment, and in case I missed the little message, I'll have to find her again because I need her, so... meh. But now we have opened... well, we've got the key, so we can open this gate. And we could also pick the lock if we were very skilled at lockpicking. Or rather... well, we could attempt it without the key. It's a master difficulty, so it's gonna be hard, but possible, of course. But yeah, getting the key is a lot easier, and we're not skipping bits of the quest that way. And I remember the first time I went through this house, it was all a little...
Yes? What did you need?
Spooky. And there we go. Serana's back to her normal self again. So here we have a chest. Okay, it looks like it was pushed against the wall recently. And there's some meat. Okay, these look left over from when the previous occupant moved out, so they're probably not very interesting. Investigate the wardrobe. This perfectly good wardrobe was left behind for some reason. Well, it has some gold in it. And a fine hat. What do we have here? Investigate small shelf. The shelf is filled with more of those butcher flyers from around the city. One pile looks misshapen. Read, beware the butcher. The killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people. Don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behavior. Okay. Oh, a strange amulet. It was under the pile, so... And now I'll investigate this wardrobe for no apparent reason. Seems to be nailed to the wall for some reason. Okay, let's open it. Well, we've seen this before in Delphine's place, so false back panel. And this seems to be rather nasty and morbid. Investigate altar. This altar is built to some unknown magic. It looks like someone is using body parts towards some gruesome end. Here's the Butcher Journal number 2. I don't know if I can find Butcher Journal number 1 first. Would probably be fairly interesting. That guy's dead. He doesn't mind me rummaging about a bit. Let's see if we can find it somewhere else. Okay, it's not in there. I thought maybe it could have been underneath the other pile. Alright. Nothing here, from what I can tell. I'd rather have them in order. I'm not certain if you can find the Butcher Diary number 1. But you might be able to. And I'm getting 30 frames at the moment, so at least indoors the stuff is fine. This chair is stacked on the bed in an odd fashion. Well, I didn't need a tooltip to tell me that. Okay, there's some broken glass down here. And this is nothing again. Alright, I have no idea where to find the first Butcher Journal, so... I'll investigate the second one now. Read it, rather. 17 tendons and assorted ligaments. 173 fragments of bone for assemblage. Approximate 4 bucketfuls of blood, not preferred. 6 spoons of marrow, no more than 2 from a thigh. 12 yards of flesh before cutting, scars scrying to the edge of the ice mind. Look to the lights where the soul stands, revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rotted unites under the most skillful hands. Translation from Eltmer text, as interpreted by the Adelites, and first transcribed by Altmer. Provenance and authority unknown. Soon. That was dubious at best. So, I guess we've probably found everything there was to be found in this house. We can investigate pots and pans. These haven't been used for ages. Nothing but skiver droppings and cobwebs inside. Hoping it's not going to crash on me completely. Okay, there we go. Combat difficulty can be modified at any time, even in the middle of battle something. So I'm still getting frame drops here, which might be due to the snow. I really don't know. I don't want to lower my graphics settings too much though. It might be a little... might not look as pretty then.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Well, you told me you lost her before, so... Actually, what I wanted to do is settings, audio. Voice is on maximum, master is on maximum, so... make footsteps a little louder. Yeah. I guess I'll just make effects a little quieter, and the music a bit lower as well, and then I'll just increase the general game volume. In post-processing to, well, basically, I've been told that it's still difficult to hear NPCs, and apparently it's still difficult to hear just the environment sounds. Okay, if I remember correctly, now that we've got the clues, we can talk to a guy in there.
Yes, Dovahkiin. How can I help you?
He was the one who gave us the job of, investigating the murders. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted a little bit.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen.
So there he is, your life.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Do you know what this amulet is?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
Can you tell me anything about the Butcher?
Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Okay.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
So... he cannot tell us
Yes,
anything
I'm
else,
not
right?
much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Yeah.
And the message, sir?
I'm diverting guard.
It's kind of strange, the quest pointer for this particular quest currently doesn't seem to update properly, I think. Or maybe the journal itself doesn't... I don't know. Follow up the clues from Skyrim. Which I've done. I now need to find that woman who apparently posts these posters all over town. I don't remember. She wasn't called Eravania. I know that much. Ah, there she is. I guess the pointer points me towards multiple targets. Hey, Viola.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
What can you tell me about the butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Why can't the guards help?
They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own?
Okay, I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
Sounds like the court mage has been experimenting.
Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
I just talked to the steward, and apparently her telling me that I should talk to him now enables me to talk to him about this particular information. I don't know how I know that it's the court wizard. I guess I just do.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
Oh, go away. No need to be nasty, I saved you from Alduin. I've been to Sovngarde and back. And she keeps teasing me about that sweet roll.
Jarl Skald is upset
The
over the loss of
Stormcloaks are finding
Dawnstone.
victory across the land.
It's less I have to worry.
I believe the killer is Woundfirth the Unliving.
That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof?
We have evidence of necromancy and found his amulet. I think if I talked to the guy who he told me to talk to, I might have found out that it's his amulet. I don't know.
I don't want to believe it. Woundfirth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. Woundfirth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
By the divines, I'm tired.
We might be having a bit of a... Well, there's no cutscenes in this game per se, but I'm following him around because he's going to arrest the guy, and we might get to see some kind of action there.
You're coming with me. We're finally going to arrest the butcher. Yes, sir.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Oh, for heavens. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of follow them to see what happens with this questline, just out of interest, and so you guys can see the final conclusion. I don't think it was that exciting, but I also think I'm not speaking very clearly at all times. I shall try to remedy that. You appear to be slightly stuck. Yes, maybe, please. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay, the game just froze up for a second, but... Okay, I'll zone out. And then I will zone back in. Hey, Serana. I mean, I guess she is kind of lovable in a clumsy way, but all in all. Okay, so he lost his guard, but...
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those
What is the
werewolf things are-
meaning of this?
You're under the arrest for the murder of Susanna of Candlehearth Hall, and Frigga Shattershield, and all the rest. We are wise to your scheming, you coward.
Has the whole city lost their brains? I've been scrying and auguring to find the murderer myself.
Make your excuses from the bloodworks, wizard. Get him out of my sight.
This isn't over, your Leif.
Well, I guess because they got stuck a little bit, the whole event was kind of glitched, because he should be escorted by some guards. I don't think he followed quiet. Well, he did follow quietly, but he was escorted by guards the last time I did this. Okay, are you planning to move at all? Okay. This is a bit ridiculous now. Okay, so teleporting works.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Honeyed words? Whatever. Well, I think he says that because my speech skill is fairly high. I have no idea why else, because... Honeyed words? He might be talking about the peace treaty. I don't know. But yeah, I was thinking, when I've done this quest and bought the house... Ooh, spoiler. I'm sorry. Well, you can buy the house. When I've done that, I was thinking to continue the Civil War quests and just do some side dungeons while I'm at it. And then after that I was going to finish Companions quests. Then the Mages Guild, because that's quite interesting as well if I remember correctly. Then there's the Thieves Guild, which, since I'm not a pure good guy, I can do without feeling bad. I will feel bad at some point, but it's fine. And then there's the DLCs, which I might tackle the Dawn Guard kind of thrown in at some random points.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
Well, that looks comfortable. And yeah, so the Dawn Guard I will finish afterwards, possibly. And then I will leave the Dragonborn DLC for last. At some point I will also look into the Hearthfire stuff, where you can build your own house. I have no idea how that's gonna work. I've never done it, so I've never seen videos on it either. I might check out a tutorial before I start, though. Just because doing it completely blind might be a little tedious.
My
And then
cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Yeah, and then I might build a little house, maybe even adopt a family and play Sims for a while. And I think when that's done, I'll have most of the major storylines done, like the big quest lines, big story arcs. And thereafter... yeah, thereafter I will just do a little cleanup, do random side quests that I find, and then I'll probably wrap up the LP at some point.
In you go.
But that sounds sooner than it is. There's still tons of stuff to do, so I guess
Got
it's...
to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
I guess it's it would be silly to assume that I'm going to fly through all this content. in any way quickly. Let's see if we can talk to the guy.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Okay.
Strength and steel are well and good.
I'd always thought that
Magic
maybe there
is the
was
true
something
power in this
something
world.
more to this quest line. I'm not certain if there is. There might be, but we've gotten him into prison. There's no option to speak to. Well,
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There is no fairness in all that.
okay. Yeah. There's no option to talk to him about the events. So
Wonder what it's like for those Thalmor, now that they've been taken down.
so all in all,
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
all right, fine.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Okay, what do you do for the Jarl?
For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
Okay, what can you tell me about Windhelm?
Grew up here, cold as at Mora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
Alright.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Maybe if I talk to Ulfric now, I'll be able to buy the house. I'm not certain if I need to join the Stormcloaks. I'll just see.
I believe Galmar gave you something to do, so go do it.
Okay, fine. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Yes? What did you need?
So I currently have active just joining the Stormcloaks. The loading screens tend to glitch out a little bit from time to time. But it happens. I'll just remove my own custom marker for now. Okay, so I'll now travel to Winterhold. I need to go out on the ice fields again, which I don't really enjoy, to fight that ice wraith. It might be that if you already fought ice wraith before, which I did, you know, those random ice spirit things, you might be able to take the loot you got from them and just hand them to him and tell him a lie. I've never tried that, and I won't, so you'll get to see me do that.
You can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
That's the... well, I guess it would be annoying otherwise, but despite me having finished the main story and having saved the world in essence, some of the guards are still very, very arrogant towards me, and they look down on me because I'm some sort of commoner. Which, well, I guess if everyone suddenly started hailing you and giving you gifts and stuff, that would be annoying. And the snow is gone. That's nice. Now, if I jump down here, I'm probably gonna die, right? Okay, let me quick save and try it out. Nope, that was water, and it was deep enough. It's not realistic, but as I said, if you fall into water, you're fine. If it's deep enough. When I jumped down from the college, it wasn't deep enough and I died. But this worked out. Okay. Oh, I'm still miles away. I thought it might have been this particular bit. But it's not. I'm not certain if I've been to this particular bit of the ice sea before. But this isn't a really bad bit. There's a hawker over there, but I don't want to kill him. It just doesn't help me in any way. Where's the other one now? Oh. And a gold ore vein. Which is nice because you can make gold jewelry and sell it for a good profit. And I think there's not really anything else you use gold for, so... I also have a fair amount of these gemstones, so I can make fairly expensive jewelry and sell it, and if I want to enchant jewelry, which I currently don't, I can just buy like cheap silver rings, because the base ring really doesn't affect the enchantment strength. Okay, this time at least I get battle music. Yeah. Basically, the base ring doesn't affect how good the enchantment is, and you don't see what rings you're wearing. At least, I don't think you can properly tell. Definitely not while I'm in first-person view, and I'm not certain if it changes anything in your character at all, but it's definitely not a very visible effect, so... I guess there's no reason to wear a gold ring over a silver one. And that way I can save money. Buying that house might be fairly expensive. I don't know, I might even have to sell some junk before I can afford it. And over there, I believe, is the ice mountain I'm supposed to go to. And fight an ice wraith. I still don't particularly like this water here. I don't know. I spoke about it before, so I won't bore you again. And over there should be the location I can get up to this particular plateau. Is Serana? Serana is not following me anymore. Okay, well, fine. And as you can see, we also get a ritual stone up here. I've got no idea which one this is, by the way. Really, I've always just picked one of the three ones you find first, and then I've never changed at all. Okay, and there's our enemy. Hello! Not that hard to hit him. Well, it's not that easy either, with a bow. Serpent stone, okay. Now I believe the best way to fight him is definitely with some melee weapon. There we go. Okay, what does this one do? Once a day, those under the sign of the serpent can use a ranged paralyzing poison on opponents. Well, that would be interesting for me, actually, so I'll keep that in mind, but for now I prefer the increased leveling speed of my sneaking skills. And now we have... well, we've completed that bit of the quest, so we can return to the Palace of the Kings. Okay. There are those who believe that when night descends upon Skyrim, werewolves descend upon the unwary. Well, those are not wrong. Julianus is the god of wisdom and logic, and didn't manage to finish reading that quite.
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Yep. I keep forgetting that. Okay, open please. It's a little glitched. Rarely when you activate a door it does the opening or closing animation, but it doesn't activate the actual map change.
Tell me again why we're wasting time and dwindling resources chasing a legend. We don't even know it exists.
The Jarls are upset. They don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot! We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Torik's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The Jagged Crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Garmar's Jagged Crown.
It will be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath?
Are you saying you sent me out there to die?
Not at all. That was as much a test of your abilities as it was your resolve. I wasn't sure your heart was in it, but you've proven me wrong, and I respect that. Now, if we're done being sentimental, it's time for you to take the oath.
Okay, so I'll take the oath and then I'll finish the episode. Oath?
Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people.
Well, I guess oaths are made to be broken, so I'm ready.
That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a hero of the people, a true son of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak.
I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak,
Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim.
Jarl of Windhelm, a true King of Skyrim.
As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond.
I've been there. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me here to death and beyond.
Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms.
Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms.
All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part.
Yay, taking sides. Gotten an achievement. I'm not certain if that's recording the overlay, but I got one. Okay, what's the mission?
I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjun, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here.
Okay. So that being said,
for me.
I've accepted the next mission. I'll probably do that as well. I said I was gonna do Dawnguard kind of thrown in between the future quests. The problem is, if I remember correctly, the next Dawnguard mission is a fairly long stretch that I can't cut into pieces, so it's probably gonna be maybe 4 or 5 episodes, all Dawnguard stuff. If I remember correctly, but I think you have to sneak into the castle and then you can't get out for a while. But yeah, that was it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and, well, I'll be seeing you all again very soon. Bye bye.